The 1998 1-cent United States of America coin, commonly referred to as the 1998 Lincoln cent, is a significant part of U.S. numismatic history. It belongs to the long-running Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birth anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse front of the coin features a right-facing portrait of Lincoln with the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the minting year 1998. The reverse side, in 1998, still carried the Lincoln Memorial design, introduced in 1959 for the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, replacing the original wheat ears design. The reverse also bears the inscriptions "United States of America," "E pluribus unum," and a 1 cent, with the Lincoln Memorial centered. The 1998 penny was struck in two major mint facilities: Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, D mint mark, using a composition of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating, which began in 1982 due to rising metal costs. Over 5 billion coins were minted in Philadelphia and over 5.8 billion in Denver, making them quite common in circulation. However, some rare varieties, like the 1998 wide AM reverse, are highly sought after by collectors. This era coin features a wider spacing between the letters A and M in America on the reverse, a design intended only for proof coins but mistakenly used on some circulation coins. These are rare and can be worth much more than face value. During this time, the U.S. Mint continued improving minting technologies, leading to sharper details and fewer striking errors. The Lincoln cent in 1998 remained a symbol of American heritage, and it was among the last few years before the introduction of the state quarters and later changes to coinage. Although the 1998 penny is not made of precious metal, it holds historical value due to its iconic design and connection to one of America's most revered presidents. It is still found in everyday use, but uncirculated or rare specimens are of particular interest to collectors. Today, the 1998 1-cent coin reflects not just economic transactions but a continuing legacy of U.S. political history, artistry, and coin evolution. The 1998 1-cent United States of America coin, commonly referred to as the 1998 Lincoln cent, is a significant part of U.S. numismatic history. It belongs to the long-running Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birth anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse front of the coin features a right-facing portrait of Lincoln with the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the minting year 1998. The reverse side, in 1998, still carried the Lincoln Memorial design, introduced in 1959 for the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, replacing the original wheat ears design. The reverse also bears the inscriptions "United States of America," "E pluribus unum," and a 1 cent with the Lincoln. The 1992 1-cent coin, commonly referred to as the Lincoln penny, holds a special place in American numismatic history. Issued by the United States Mint, the coin features the profile of President Abraham Lincoln, continuing the design that began in 1909 to honor his 100th birthday. By 1992, the Lincoln cent had already been in circulation for over 8 decades, and it had undergone some major changes, both in design and in composition. The obverse front of the coin, designed by Victor David Brenner, remains largely unchanged from its original form, showcasing a right-facing bust of Lincoln, the word "Liberty," the mint year 1992, and the motto "In God We Trust" surround his portrait. The reverse side of the 1992 penny still featured the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to commemorate Lincoln's 150th birthday. Replacing the earlier wheat ears motif. This reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, includes the building's detailed columns, inside of which you can even spot a tiny statue of Lincoln if you look closely. Above it reads United States of America. Below it is the denomination 1 cent. And the motto E pluribus unum, out of many. 1 inch sits above the memorial. One of the most interesting aspects of the 1992 Lincoln cent lies not in its design, but in a unique minting anomaly that year. While most 1992 pennies were struck with the regular close AM reverse, where the letters A and M in America are close together, a small number of a wide AM reverse coins were mistakenly minted using a 1993 reverse die. These 1992 wide AM cents are extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors, sometimes selling for thousands of dollars depending on condition. This mint error turned an otherwise common coin into a hidden treasure for sharp-eyed numismatists. Regarding composition, the 1992 penny continued the change that started in 1982, when the US Mint shifted from the traditional 95% copper alloy to a primarily zinc core with a thin copper plating due to rising copper prices. This change made post-1982 pennies, including those from 1992, weigh 2.5 grams, compared to the 3.11 grams of earlier solid copper coins. Most 1992 pennies were minted at Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, marked D, while a smaller number were struck in San Francisco S as proof coins for collectors. In circulation, the 1,992 penny served as part